so many lies, ain't no good, it's all bad. And I just wanna confess it's been going on so long. Girl, I've been
Hey guys, it's Robinson here. I'm wiped. I really am wiped, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to do a video while I was in the gym, while I was doing my cardio. But somebody decided they were gonna stand right next to me when they had the whole gym to themselves and could have gone somewhere else and have a conversation. So I didn't want me talking over them. It was just stupid. So I'm beat up. I really am beat up. I'm not even making it up. I'm not trying to do it to make it sound like I've made this huge sacrifice. This was my choice, but I can't even think straight right now. I was down to 173 this morning, so I'm stage weight already, which means I'm probably going to be even lighter coming into the show. My quads are more in than they were for the OCB show. I'm getting really vascular everywhere. Which is cool. I'm happy. Everything that I wanted to accomplish in terms of the conditioning I wanted to bring to stage has happened and will be happening. I couldn't ask for really much more. My glutes are striated like they were at the OCB show, so it's going to be interesting. I literally just dropped off my application to compete for my first time as a pro in the ANBF. Yes, I know I am the bodybuilding rep, but I will be competing on that show and supporting my organization, and hopefully I'll do all right. I mean, we have some decent quality pros. Excuse me, nothing's going well for me filming video today. It looks like it's going to be a small amount of pros. I think it's only going to be 4 with me included in that number. But the 3 other guys that are coming are legit pros. So we'll see how I fare. We look like we're going to have about 50 or more competitors at the show, which is good. And, just to go over a couple things, I'm 1 week out, guys. I've been dieting for over 40 weeks. This whole journey started right before Thanksgiving in 2013. And just as I was getting ready to leave for a business trip in Toronto. It seems like yesterday I started this prep. And I said I was going to make it, and I made it through the first show, and I said I was going to make it to the next show, and here I am 1 week out. It's amazing, and I want to give myself some credit. It's impressive. I've been through a lot in those 40 weeks. I have gone through a business trip. I have gone through selling my townhouse. I have gone through the process of going through the legalities and paperwork and everything of whatnot of starting to build my first real house, which I'm going to be stopping by the job site today because I've heard they did some work. I want to see what they've done. I think the foundation is finally in, which is exciting. I commute 4 hours a day. I had a brand new niece born. I just had so much going on, and I just went through the busiest time at work for me, which is September. And I've just survived through it all. I've adapted through it all. I've heard, and this is not a shot at anybody, but there's so many YouTubers out there that have talked about making it to stage. They're going to compete, and it's a dream of theirs, and things got in their way, and they fell off the wagon, and they didn't make it, and I did. And I'm not taking a shot at anybody. I'm just showing you, by the people who have quit and what they've put themselves through just to even get close to show and haven't made it, how much this really takes. This is a mental and physical grind. Okay, whenever you want something bad enough, whether it's bodybuilding or powerlifting, and I'm not siding with one side over the other because I respect both. When you want something bad enough, man, you really have to figure out a way to survive. That's really how it is. You need to be able to adapt, and you need to be able to survive, because the world is going to throw everything at you. I had no idea a couple months ago that I was going to be selling my house. I had no idea a couple months ago that I was going to be building a new one. I really didn't think commuting 4 hours a day was going to take its toll on me like it has, but it has. And I've made it. I'm 1 week out. At this point, It's a couple more circuits that I'm going to go through next week. And that's it. I'm going to be back on stage, and then I'm going to start my lean bulk, and I'll go over that stuff with you guys and how I plan on attacking that when the time comes. But, you know, it's absolutely amazing. The transformation that I've gone through, the amount of weeks that I've stuck to the diet, never cheated, used, if it fits your macros properly, gotten as lean as I've gotten, because, you know, obviously IIFYM doesn't work, according to some of the bros out there, which now all of you are full of shit. Because I just had a point to prove to myself and everyone else around me. You know, I know what the human body is capable of. I know it can work. You know, me competing is always going to be an experiment in terms of my training, in terms of my nutrition. You know, I still have more to learn, and I'm more than willing to learn it. I am not an expert by any means, but I proved the bros wrong that flexible dieting does not work and you can't get shredded, because obviously I am shredded, so that's a blatant lie. And you know, I get tired of hearing people saying what they can or can't do. I can't do this, which really stems down to won't. I have to function as a full-time employee for a corporation where I have a lot of responsibility, and screwing up is not something you want to do, because it costs people money. And I functioned through all that. I made it through every single aspect of my day. You know, I still have to function as a husband. I still have to function as a now uncle, because I want to see my niece and be part of her life. You know, I still have to get through my day-to-day. Nobody cares that I'm competing. Nobody's going to hold my hand, and nobody's going to feel sorry for me, and I don't want them to. I chose to do this. It was important to me, and I did it. And I'm doing it. I will have done it by the end of next week, the 27th. And I personally, you know, a lot of this falls on me to carry out the plan and execute it, but I want to send out a huge amount of gratitude to every one of my subscribers that have encouraged me along the way. I truly mean that. It means a lot when you guys keep telling me to keep pushing, or that I look good. Some of you of which are competitors, some of which were trying to compete and aren't going to make it, some of which may compete in the future, some of which may never compete at all. It's just amazing to see the positivity that is out there. You know, I can't thank Bobby from Olympus Iron enough. I know I keep saying his name and it sounds like I'm name dropping. I'm really not. Bobby was a big factor in helping me push, even though he recently said he's not going to make it to show, and I feel sorry for him. I know he was going through a lot. He had a lot of life changes going on. I wish he really could have stuck it out for about 3 more weeks and made it. But I have a feeling Bobby will be back, and his approach will be different. I think he learned a lot as to what prep entails and how to approach it. He and I had a lot of conversations about that. If he ever decides to share those conversations, he's more than welcome to. But I think he'll be back. It's just a matter of some things getting settled and some better planning for his prep. And I'm sure he'll be back. Chase Smith, I know some of you love him, some of you hate him. But Chase and I have talked a lot about prep and whatnot, what's going on in the community. And he's been there for me. Stephen Campbell from Stephen Campbell Fitness, he and I have been chatting. I wish I wish I could have made it out to Vegas for the Olympia. I really wish I could have. But it just wasn't in the cards. I had too much going on at work. But if I ever do make it out there, whether it's for the Olympia or Vegas, I will be calling you up and we'll get a workout in. I don't care if people ask you if you even lift or not. I respect you, so we'll talk. The Bodybuilding brothers, Cody Howell, just everybody. You know, I am very grateful and thankful for 2 very special people in my life. You know, I gotta thank my wife, because thankfully she's as strong as she is, man. Sometimes it's annoying when you have a strong woman, but she has really helped keep me stable over the past 2 to 3 weeks, because mentally I've been off. I've been physically struggling through the workouts. You know, I almost feel like I've been going through the motions. She has helped me just say, hey, listen, you're almost there. Just stick it out, stick it out, stick it out. You know, you're going to regret it if you don't do it. And she's right. If I had quit I would regret it. I am going to be so happy when I step on that stage as an official natural bodybuilding pro to validate my pro card. Just all the hard work that's gone into it's going to be justified, regardless of whether I come in first or dead last. Really does not matter. I know you guys say, "Oh, there's no point if you don't win." Listen, I'm going there to win. I want to win, but if I don't, it's not the end of my world, because my goal was to come back better than 2012. That's the thing about bodybuilding I don't think you guys understand. Yes, you want to win, but you want to come back better. And if you come back better, it might not be the win for the trophy, for the title, but it is still a win. And this is the thing about bodybuilding that I love. It's a continuing process to grow and improve. And that application, that understanding of the journey that I'm going through is applying to everywhere else in my life. I've got some big things coming down the pike that I haven't put on camera yet, that John and I are working on, and collaborations and things that I'm gonna start bringing up and doing for my channel, for you guys, for my life, for my financial well-being, that had I not gotten into bodybuilding probably would have never happened. Had I not persisted through times where I was tired and applied the discipline of what I'm doing now to the rest of my life, would have never happened. So that's the real message here. Yeah, it's, you guys get off or get excited about being shredded and diced and jacked and aesthetic and all that other kind of stuff, but this journey for me is proving myself wrong and proving a lot of people around me wrong. What can or can't be done, what the journey is really about. I keep saying that the journey is not necessarily about first place. It's about everything that went into getting on stage, improving year over year. And with that being said, I still have one more person to thank a lot, and that's my coach, John Garifano, okay? We are best friends, but he is by far one of the, in terms of a coach, you can't ask for anything better. He's extremely knowledgeable. He's always learning. He's always adapting. He's always into the latest things that are coming out in terms of what they're discovering with some of these scientific experiments, applying them, going through different protocols to see what works for each person. And he really is about a health-first approach. He's very much concerned about the well-being of his client. It's not just about getting you on stage. It's about life, finding that life balance as well. Granted, when you're in prep, there's some sacrifices you're just going to have to make. You're just going to have to be uncomfortable. But he cares so much, and he's done everything he can do to get my body to where it needs to be without sacrificing my health, my mental well-being, but he knows that I'm the kind of guy that'll push myself to extremes, and he's taught me when to push and when I need to back off. When he sees that mentally I'm just drained and tapped out because of what I've got going on at work, he has told me when I've needed to lay off. I've learned to listen to him more, because everything he has told me to do has come true. My body has adjusted the way he said it's going to adjust. I've gotten as lean as he said I was going to get. So, John, all the more credit to you. If any of you are interested in contest prep or just nutrition in general, the links are in the description box on how to get to him. Besides that, I did watch a little bit or saw some footage of the Olympia. I tried to stay up last night to watch the bodybuilding.com, and I was just too tired from work. I mean, I got home late. I stayed up. I think I made it through I was watching the Miss Fitness crap, which is just, I don't know. I wasn't into it. It's not me. I would rather have seen like Dana Lynn Bailey match up, and I'm going to see if I can catch the replay of the actual Mr. Olympia pose down. I saw some of it. From what I saw, the shit with Kai's got to stop. Listen, I respect him as a competitor. The guy's a beast. Do not get me wrong. But the childish crap he's pulling on stage, I don't know if it's just to draw more ratings, draw more attention to bodybuilding, to make it more like the WWE, to have some sort of rivalry. I don't know. Anyway, the top three by far are Phil Heath, Kai, and Dennis Wolf, in my opinion. And in all reality, I think Heath is going to beat out Kai. But I would really like to see Dennis Wolf get second. I mean, the guy was shredded. I think he's more aesthetic than Kai, in my opinion. I like his proportions better. I don't think he had it the year before, but he's more dialed in than ever. So I know there's still another day to go. I'm going to see if I can watch that and see what happens. But I would really think Dennis Wolf is a dark horse here to pull, not to win, but to take second from Kai. I'd watch out for that. I mean, they did separate Kai and Phil, if you didn't see it, because they were like elbowing each other and pushing each other, and Kai got in Phil's face. And the judges were yelling to separate them and put Wolf in between. And I could really see Wolf pulling an upset over Kai. I'm going to call that right now. I'd watch out for that. I really like Dennis Wolf. I am becoming a Dennis Wolf fan. I really like the package he brought to stage. But with all that being said, for what I'm doing the next 2 days, and I am rambling, I know, but I've got about 100 grams of carbs for the next 2 days. I will high carb Monday. Then we'll have some moderate carb days during the week. We'll do the same thing, adjust every day based on what we're seeing to make sure that I don't spill over. And that way I look nice and full but still lean going into the show. I had cardio today. I'll have cardio tomorrow. I'm not doing any lifting. Monday through Friday will be my circuits. And that's about it, guys. Home stretch. And just so you know, I will be going dark again this week. However, I have 2 special guests from other channels that will be, I'll be putting videos of theirs up. So look out for them. Subscribe to them. Check them out. They're channels that I follow that I really like. And I'll talk to you guys later.